It is hot. It's hot. It is so hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. I am hot. Like, so hot. Why do I keep saying that? Okay. We get the point. Um, Today kind of pissed me off because I have a friend who I walk with home with, whatever. She's great, like, whatever. We talked about her before. Her name is Alex. Like, I used to have a crush on her, like, lasted like a millisecond, then it's gone. She has a sister. Her sister is a little bit of a judgmental bitch. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just like a teensy little bit. I get the feeling that she doesn't like me that much because, we were talking and, like, I have this, like, hairstyle that I'm thinking about doing, and it's really short, and it's kind of like a pixie cut, but it's a little bit longer than a pixie cut, and, like, I kind of want to get it, because, like, I don't know, like, I don't fucking know, I just want to get it, okay? Like, that's all I know. And, I was kind of, like, really nervous about it, because, like, it's kind of a big step for a girl, because it's like, you know, like Cecilia Lawrence, like, short hair is not okay with girls, blah, 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 like, it's manly, it's masculine, it's, like, cool, like, it's gay, like, it's whatever. And so I'm, like, worried about how, like, people will, like, see me with this new haircut, and how my family will see me, and the door is not shut. Hold on. I think my biggest fear, though, is that, like, people think I'm, like, gay when I'm not gay, and, like, I'll have to explain everything, and it's kind of, like, I don't know if I'm confident enough to pull it off, like, you know? Not to mention it might not look good on me, and I might look awful, and, like, I'll hate it, whatever. But, I mean, hair grows back, and we have beanies, and we have hoods, which I love sweaters anyways, so, like, but, like, I don't know, it's, like, kind of, like, a really, like, a big step to me. Which I'm sure if, like, there weren't any, like, societal norms of, like, short hair for guys and long hair for girls, like, I would have no issue with it. But I do have an issue with it. And because of society, and I'm, like, worried about what they'll think and stuff. And, like, I don't know. And so I'm, like, worried about that. And so I was, like, talking about it with, like, a bunch of my friends. And, like, a lot of them had, like, mixed emotions, like, like, a couple of them were like, oh my god, you look great in it, like, it accentuate your eyes, whatever, and I was like, thank you, Bobo. And then one of my really close friends, she was saying that, like, she couldn't picture me with it. And then I asked one of her friends, who's, like, complete kind of acquaintance to me, like, don't even really know her, like, she probably has no recollection or memory of me, and I have vague memory of her because, like, I remember, like, random shit, and not exactly her biggest fan. I'm just gonna say that right now, but I don't really know her that well enough to make, like, critical judgments about her. I'm just gonna say that, like, I don't really know her that well. Like, I don't really care to know her that well. Anyways, I just, like, randomly asked her because, like, I wanted, like, a stranger's opinion because, like, you know, straight up, like, they'll tell me the fucking truth, you know? And, because they don't have to worry about seeing me again. Like, I'm a complete stranger then. Like, what's gonna, like, inhibit them from knowing the truth, you know? That's kind of why I love asking strangers, like, just random questions. Cause, like, I know they'll give me, like, their honest answer. Because, like, they don't have any inhibitions. Because, like, they don't have to worry about me. Because, like, they're never going to see me again. Or they're not going to care about seeing me again. Because, like, we're acquaintances or strangers. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. But, like, I asked her. And she was like, I don't know. I can't picture it. And, like, or something. And then, like, my close friend, like, couldn't picture it either. And then the, like, two friends said that I would look okay with it. And then, just, like, I don't know, I just kept, like, asking people because, like, I was unsure. Like, I'm still unsure. And so, and then I asked my friend who I walk home with, and she was all like, I don't know, just do whatever you want. Like, I personally think, like, you should do it if, like, it's something you want to do. Like, do whatever you want to do. And I was like, okay, thank you. And she got, like, kind of, like, hyped me up and got my confidence up a little bit. But then her sister came in and was like, yeah, like, why the fuck do you even care about, like, what other people think? Like, just do you. And I was like, it's really hard. Like, when, like, just for her, like, I don't know, like, she's a straight girl who has, like, a loving, accepting family. Like, she doesn't have to worry about the things that I have to worry about, you know? And so, like, she doesn't understand, and I, like, didn't want to flat out say that to her, because, like, I felt like it would be kind of rude, and then also, like, I'm younger than her, and, like, I feel like she'd be even more, like, mean to me if I, like, went all, like, was like, well, you don't understand, was like, whatever, and so, like, I didn't say anything, but I was kind of, like, a little bit, like, I don't know, like, offended by that, because, like, she's not in my shoes. She doesn't understand, like, how hard it is for me, and for her to just be kind of like, what are you doing, like, holding it up, like, it's not that big of a deal, just do it, like, it's fine. Like, I'm like, this ain't a Nike fucking symbol, boo-boo, like, this is my life, okay? It's fucking stressful as hell, and I'd appreciate it if you gave me a fucking break, okay? I barely know you, like, what the fuck do you have to judge me? Okay, I kind of asked her to judge me, but, like, as, like, a civil person, not as a bitch, okay? Thank you. Anyways, so that happened, and it kind of, like, upset me, because I'm a sensitive-ass little narcissistic bitch, okay? Like, we know this, okay? And I don't know. I'm just, like, very conflicted. And, like, I don't know. But I think, like, one of the biggest problems I have with it, like, I love my best friend. Like, we know this. Like, I love my best friend. Like, I'm attached to her. Like, we got this. Like, I've talked about her so many times now. Like, everyone knows I love my best friend. Like, yo. Okay, anyways. But, like, my problem is that, like, if I have short hair, like, maybe she'll, like, treat me differently. Because, like, I'll look more masculine and, like, be different. And, like, I don't know. Like, because, like, I know she wouldn't, like, be... I don't know. I know that she wouldn't, but at the same time, I don't know, because, like, I've never really done anything big enough that I could push her away, I don't think. And I kind of stop myself, or almost hold myself back from being, like, crazy, because, like, I feel like she'd freak out about that, because she has freaked out about that and been, like, holding in, but will, like, rein it in, and I was kind of like, yeah, that's just her controlling me, but I feel like this is me being, like, my true, like, wild self, and I feel like if I put that out for everyone to see, like, I don't know if she would, like, allow, like, me to be with her. It's kind of like, maybe she would be embarrassed by me or something, and, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like maybe she wouldn't, like me as much anymore, or just put, like, one more barrier between us of how we're different, and I don't know if she would still, like, want to be my best friend, and, like, it shouldn't be a question, you know, because, like, when you're best friends with someone, that shouldn't be a question you ask yourself, like, if I change my fucking appearance, is she gonna like me still, like, but I don't know, I honestly don't know, and, like, I should probably just ask her. She watches my video, she's probably gonna get this message and be like, Bobo, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. I don't know. And I also feel like if I got really short hair, like, maybe guys wouldn't be as attracted to me anymore. And, like, maybe I wouldn't have as many boyfriends. But I didn't think I was gonna have that many boyfriends anyways, because, like, girl's pansexual. Like, obviously she doesn't have a big preference to boys, so. But, I don't know. Onto the topic of, like, masculinity and, like, me being afraid to show it, like, I also kind of want to, like, have a flat chest. I've talked about this, but, like, binding, you know? And, like, I don't know if I would be comfortable with binding, because, like, it kind of, like, restricts you, but, like, if it makes me happy, then, like, maybe I shouldn't care, but at the same time, like, I don't know. And, like, my mom already had, like, enough struggle, like, accepting that I'm pansexual. She didn't even understand what that means. And, like, if I fully changed, like, my appearance and everything, too, like, it would probably, like, freak her out even more. And, like, not to mention my dad wouldn't even be able to handle it, because, like, can't even handle the idea. And, like, I bet you wouldn't even be able to handle, like, me physically changing either. I don't know. Like, my family's just so... I love my family, don't get me wrong. And I love my friends. But, like, at the same time, like... they're not... I don't know if they'd accept it. Like, you know, I know for sure my family would have a hard time accepting it. But I don't know if my friends would have a hard time accepting it either. So... no, it's something as simple as a haircut. It shouldn't be this much of a trouble, but it is. Not to mention, I feel like my grandma would just put even more, like, you don't look pretty or whatever, and, like, which I don't fucking care. Like, who cares about your appearance? But, like, I mean, I don't care about, like, the beauty or, like, pretty or whatever. Like, I just want to look like how I want to look, like how I want to be, you know? Like, with all of these internal changes, I want to express that outside too, but, like, to do it outside, like, it's a big step because, like, internally, like, you can hide your changes, but, like, when you do it externally, like, it's really difficult to hide it, and, like, it's pretty fucking obvious, and, like, you can't, like, just lie about it, and, like, be like, oh yeah, like, or, like, brush it off, like, what? Like, you didn't see me crying, like, it was fine, like, I was just crying for some other reason, or something like that. Like, you can't do that when it's external. Like, you can't just lie about being bound, or doing binding, and you can't just lie about, like, looking more, like, masculine one day and then, like, really feminine the next. Like, you can't lie about that. You can't lie about a haircut. Like, you can't... I don't know. I feel like lying is kind of like a defense mechanism for me. And when it's so painfully obvious externally, like, it's really hard to use that defense mechanism. And, like, it's... maybe I'm just not ready. Maybe I should just, like, wait till graduation. Oh, and then another thing that, like, kind of pissed me off was, like my friend's sister was, like, we were talking, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should just wait till graduation, and then she was like, oh yeah, you're gonna move out when you're 18, and I was like, yeah, and then she was like, and I was kind of like, what? Excuse me? Were you gonna say something? Like, what? Like, it just, and then I was talking about, like, maybe I could, like, move in with a friend or something, and, like, if I'm 18, like, it can't be considered, like, kidnapping, because I remember when I left my mom, like, I really was, like, insecure and was afraid to, like, leave anywhere. Like, I was just afraid to move, and I felt secure with my friend, and I was like, I want to stay here, like, let me stay here, please. And she was like, I'm sorry, but, like, that would literally be considered kidnapping since you're a minor, and we can't do that. And so, like, maybe if, like, when I'm 18, like, and I move in, and I could move in with a friend that I, like, really trusted and loved, like, it wouldn't be considered kidnapping since I'm 18. Or, like, maybe if, like, she had enough money, and then, like, we could, like, move it together, I don't know. And, like, I could get a job, and then, like, blah, blah. Like, it could work out that way, but, like, I don't know. She just kind of was like, you'd have to pay rent and blah, blah, blah. And she was kind of, like, sort of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, she was just being kind of, like, rude, but, like, passive-aggressively rude. And, like, I was kind of, like, not having it, but, like, I couldn't say anything because, like, A, my friend was there, and I didn't want to, like, hurt my friend or offend my friend and make an enemy out of my friend. Because we walked the same path, and, like, also, like, friends, like, I don't like making enemies, blah, blah. But, like, normally I would fucking defend myself and be like, excuse me, bitch. But, like, because she's my friend's sister, she was almost had, like, this little, like, shield around her, and I kind of felt like I couldn't cross that line, you know? And I was like, fuck me. Like, man, like, I was just getting pissed off, but I couldn't do anything about it because, like, she's my best, like, she's my friend's sister. Like, I couldn't, like, fight her on it, and I couldn't speak up for myself because I didn't want to hurt my friend. Like, you know? Like, I didn't want to, like, cause conflict with that. which really sucks. Because if she was just like a normal ass person, I would have no fucking problem talking my ass off and being like, excuse me, bitch. Like, let me defend myself before you start like fucking like, I don't know. I feel like she was like using her sister as a crutch to like fucking like hurt me, and I was kind of like, bitch, I'm not having that right now. Like, that's not okay. But I couldn't do anything about it because like she's my friend's sister. Like, ugh. This just confirms that I could never be like anything like. I never even wanted to be anything like business like or whatever, but like I know for sure now that I could never do it because like I have way too much of a big mouth, but then also like I can't hold myself back. Like I just can't do that. Like just like you know me. I'm all for like expressing myself and letting the truth be known and like letting like just like really adamant about like what's right, you know? And you can't do that when like you're in business or whatever. Like, you have to like scheme around and like work through people and blah blah blah. And then towards the end, after all of that shit, like you get your end goal and that like rectifies all of the mistakes you've made. Whereas me, I'm like very like I want to fix like stuff now. Like I'm like not gonna like make mistakes along the way to like get to an end goal and purposely know that I'm doing something wrong while doing it to make like the better like judgment in the end. Like no, like when I make a mistake, I rectify it and like better myself. I don't like make that mistake knowing I made that mistake, continuing on and then like doing it before a better cause. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. Like I can't. Like it's just not in me to do that. And I feel like that's a lot of what like business and politicians people do, which definitely not something I would do like at all ever. Like, no. Also, I didn't even brush my hair today because my hairbrush literally broke. Like it broke. Like it literally snapped in half. Like how the this morning was rough. So I literally was just like I give up and like just took the top half and like brushed the top of my hair, put it in a hair bun or a hair tie and was like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Like I'm not. What? Like it snapped in half. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? What is this? It literally just happened in the movie. Like, how? It snapped in half. Like, how does that even? Like, I don't understand. What also kind of riled me up today was in English class. We were reading Lord of the Flies, which let me just say, I've talked about it many times before. I do not like Lord of the Flies. I don't like how he like simplifies survival as evil and good, blah 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 blah, like just puts it like way out of proportions, like blah blah, unrealistic. Not to mention, if these boys were literally only living off of meat, they would have diarrhea and they would have like stomach problems because like we're omnivores. We're meant to eat both vegetables, fruits, and meat. Like we can't just eat one or the other. Well, I mean, we can live off of just plants, but like we still need like more. Like it's not the healthiest lifestyle. And we can't just live off of meat either because like obviously we need our nutrition from other places, and like meat is primarily just protein and fat and like carbs. And like it's not like nutrition. And plants give us that. So yeah, we need both. And like they're like, according to the book, they're living just off of pig, and I'm just like, that's not a thing. Like they literally would be so sick, but of course like none of them are sick. They're all just like fighting over like stupid stuff, and like it's just ridiculous. I hate Lord of the Flies anyways. But like what really pushed my buttons was like these little 10-year-olds somehow had the evil within them to like literally torture other kids, and I was just like so like horrified because like, and the way he went into such like graphic descriptions, like it was like they're 10, okay? They may be like evil in their survival mode, but they're not gonna fucking like torture other kids. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's just so sadistic. Like, what the fuck is your problem, man? Like, it was much. I was like almost crying because like it's just so graphic and like horrifying and like just despicable. Like, it was awful. Like, I was just like disgusted that I was reading these words from someone's own creativity. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I cannot. Okay, anyways, but like, that just kind of pissed me off, and like, just confirmed that I will never ever agree with anything William Golding ever has to say, because like, what the fuck is your issue, dude? Clearly, like, something right there, because like, you're making 10-year-olds slaughter each other. Like, does that like give you any like remorse and like hint of like, maybe this isn't right? Like, are you kidding me? Like, next you're gonna make them cannibalistic. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I get survival. Survival does not transition into evil, dude. Like, that's not a thing. Like, survival is survival, okay? Like, Jesus. Like, you're not. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I get the basis of it, and like, it has been proven like through like examples throughout history, but like, it's not that bad, and he just like drew it out of proportions and made it like a moral thing, but it's not a moral thing. It's a survival like instinct, like, I need to survive, like, live kind of thing. It's not a, oh, I'm like gonna be like evil and I'm gonna be good, and like, I don't like, or like, we all have like an internal evil or whatever. Like, it's not we're not like that, dude. Like, I don't know, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat, and like, but yeah, I'm gonna go eat. I'm kind of tired. I want to take a nap. Yep. But yeah. Okay, bye.